Fourth Gate Podcast, Dom Tamale here. What's up, you guys? Back with another video. Today we will be discussing Pretty Little Liars. Okay, guys, I don't want you guys to ever say or think again that Dom does not love y'all and care about y'all, and that I'm not here for y'all, and that I fuck with y'all. Because today we are doing a theory video, and I know you guys thought I would never do one of these ever again, but I came across an article about Spencer Hastings possibly being AD, and you guys know I don't think she's AD. I don't think it's possible at all, but I know some of you guys do think it's possible, and some of you guys might jump on board the train after I finish reading this. Now the article, so I got the article from popsugar.com, and the article is titled, Spencer Hastings Could Absolutely Be AD on Pretty Little Liars, and Here's Why. And it's by Ryan Reshek. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but whatever. Shout out to him. Okay, so I've skimmed through this a little bit, but you guys know I don't prepare, so I found the fucking site, I went through like 1 and 2, and then I said, fuck it, I'ma record. Now, so my reactions to this shit are new reactions, okay? So I didn't read this ahead of time. I don't know what's so this is fresh, okay? Number 1. She's always been touted as the smartest of the liars. There's no doubt that Spencer has the smarts to pull off this kind of trickery. She's had the perfect grades, the political dreams, blah, blah, blah. Spencer has always been the smartest. Does that convince me that she's AD? No. Okay, number 2. Spencer got in on the plan that got Hannah captured. I don't even know what they mean here, but under it says it was a well thought out plan. Spencer insists in the season 7 premiere as the girl seemingly buried a dead body. Back in May, we interviewed Troyan, the actress, and she said Spencer feels incredibly responsible for Hannah's disappearance, It was Caleb and Hannah's plan, and Spencer was the one that said, you're not doing this alone. Okay, so basically I think what they're saying here, since Spencer's a smart one and should know better, she went along with that dumbass plan. That still doesn't convince me that she's AD, but I guess. 3. Spencer definitely has a crazy side. Under it says, let's not forget that Spencer is among the characters who have checked into Radley. Now, that definitely doesn't fucking convince me of anything, because we could say motherfucking Allie is AD because she checked into fucking that mental hospital she checked into for no goddamn reason. It doesn't convince me. I don't know if these are convincing you guys, but it's nothing solid here so far. 4. She's somehow connected to Mary Drake. Now we're talking. Now we're getting into something. Under it says the Hastings family has buried quite a few secrets over the years. They completely covered up the fact that Peter Hastings had an affair with Jessica, and that brought Jason, Spencer's half-brother. Mary Drake hints to Spencer that they've met when she was younger. Clearly, the Hastings family has some type of connection to Mary. Now, this I agree with. Now we're getting into some real solid clues to her maybe or maybe not being AD or involved. Still doesn't convince me, but it's something to think about. We all have, we all saw the scene where Mary, hinted to something. I don't know what the fuck she was hinting to, but she hinted to something. And then in this previous episode, we saw Dr. Cochran saying something about family. We saw Spencer, not being able to let that go. At the end of the episode, we see her looking through her picture book or whatever. So to me, I think they're trolling. I think Marlene King and the whole writing team or whatever is trolling the fuck out of us. But I could be wrong. It could be something to this. Maybe, maybe Spencer is somehow involved. I just can't see her being AD unless she is the other child and AD is completely a different person, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, AD is doing something different. Like, AD is not the other child and Spencer's the other child, and something with that. I don't know if I made sense there, but whatever. That's the only way I can see it. And then why would they make Spencer do all of this bullshit now? Like, I feel like if one of these bitches was gonna be involved, they should have been involved like when Charlotte was revealed. Not all of a sudden one of these bitches is involved. But anyway, number 5, that season premiere dream sequence with Hannah. Under it says there's something off about the whole dream sequence with Hannah. It's so vivid. First of all, the second, more troubling fact. Oh, sorry, I read that all wrong. The second more troubling fact is that Hannah has had hallucinations before. Remember when she was in the hospital after A nearly runs her over with a car and Allie materialized for a rather cryptic conversation? If you remember, Allie wasn't dead at all and she was actually there. If Spencer is in on this whole game, Hannah's most recent dream may have just been real. Now, this is also a good one. I've seen a lot of you guys say that you think that somebody was wearing a mask in that scene. That you guys, noticed that Spencer didn't have her bangs, and you think that somebody was wearing a Spencer mask and a Spencer wig and yada yada. Now, it could be. I'm just not for that, because I don't want to see another fucking person on the show wearing another motherfucking mask. Like, that shit is just so stupid. This is not ABC Family anymore. This is Freeform. I thought we were gonna grow the fuck up and stop with the stupid ass, ridiculous ass storylines. Obviously not. But I don't want to see another person on this fucking show wearing a mask, pretending like masks are that fucking like legit. Like, I don't get that. And then to go off a little bit, I'm gonna bring it back, y'all, but y'all know how I do. So think about this, right? This is just something I'm gonna leave y'all with, and then I'm gonna move the fuck on. Now, we had Wilton, the quote-unquote Wilton mask, and now people are saying that, the whole Spencer hallucination was a mask. Now, I want y'all to think back to, I think it was a few episodes ago, where somebody was waiting outside of Allison's house in a cop car in a mask. So how come that mask looked like a fucking mask and these other masks look like actual fucking people? I'm gonna leave y'all with that. 6, those enigmatic hallucinations in Radley Sanatorium. Under it says, in a season 6 dream sequence, Spencer finds herself in Radley Sanatorium. She chases a little girl through the halls and watches as she dances in the fucking rooms. With long, stringy dark hair, it's hard not to see the young girl's resemblance to Spencer. I remember when this happened, and I remember a lot of people saying, like, oh my god, Spencer was probably in Radley when she was younger, and blah, blah, blah. But if that's the case, then it doesn't go with Mary and Dr. Cochran's story. Dr. Cochran said he got rid of the baby as soon as that bitch was born. So it doesn't really make sense that she would be... And yeah, you could say, well, yeah, it's a dream, so it's not going to be exactly how it was. I just don't see it. But this could be hard evidence for, somebody else out there. Number 7, her perceived connection to Charles de Laurentiis. Now, this I like. Under it says, this might be the most damning piece of evidence that ties Spencer into everything else. We must remember that Spencer remembers Charles' name in a dream. Then, as that... Y'all, I can read. I really can read, but I'm struggling right now. Then, as that demented prom goes down in flames, Charles and Spencer meet. Why does Charles seek Spencer out? Could it be that they have a long lost connection? Question. Now, I like this one because out of all of the theories and stuff that I've seen, I haven't seen anybody bring this back up. Like when it happened, a lot of people were talking about it, but now we're in season 7. I haven't heard anybody bring this back up. I think it's weird that, remember when Spencer was like, the person feels familiar, almost like a pen pal or whatever. Now, the person, I guess we can assume, was Cece. And if it's Cece, well, you could say, yeah, you know, it could be familiar to Spencer because Cece and her have met before. But what if it's deeper? Like Ryan said here, aka Cece, did seek Spencer out that night. He only went to her, or he only stood next to her while she was in the room looking at the baby pictures and stuff. Why just go to her? And good point, she thought of Charles' name in a dream. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, didn't she saw the blocks? She saw the blocks, and Spencer's just fucking, I mean, genius, okay? Like, nothing less than a fucking genius. The blocks were all in fucking different letters and all mixed up and shit, and in her fucking mind. And it wasn't even a dream, I don't think. I think she was fully awake, but she was just trying to figure the shit out in her head. So she's going through, boom, switching the letters, bam, bam, over here, C over here, D over here, and she comes up with Charles De Laurentiis. Now, to me, when people brought this up when it happened, because people were saying this was a clue when it happened, to me, I didn't really think of it as that because Spencer's a fucking genius, nothing less than. So it didn't shock me that she was able to fucking do that. It shocked me, but not like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It was like, holy shit, I forgot how smart Spencer was. Like, that's the type of shock that I had. I forgot that she was on that level of smart. Like, that's a whole nother motherfucking level, right? So, but thinking about it now, that could actually mean something. How did she know to say Charles De Laurentiis? She must have heard that name before to be able to, you know, because those letters could have went into any name. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she could have made out any name with those letters, but she came up with Charles De Laurentiis. So thinking about it now, that's a pretty good clue, y'all. And that's it. That's the last clue. I will post this article below. Comment and let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think that Spencer could be involved in this? Do you think she could be AD? And would you like to see Spencer as AD? Would you like to see her involved and her being unmasked and us finding out that she's really Mary's daughter and related to Cece and all these different things? And how do you think that will change up the story? Do you think that, you know, Spencer will be more invested in this whole Cece thing? Do you think she's gonna lose her shit again? Like, what do you guys think is gonna happen? Like, comment, and subscribe. If you fuck with this video, share. Peace, y'all.